Section 22 of Uncle Josh's Punkin Center Stories by Cal Stewart. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Philip Martin. Uncle Josh and the Lightning Rod Agent. Well, I suppose I get buncoed oftener than any feller what ever lived in Punkin Center. A short time ago we wanted to build a new town hall and calculated we'd have a brick building. And someone said, well, now if you'll just wait till Josh Weathersby makes another trip or two down to New York, there'll be gold bricks enough a-laying around Punkin Center to build a new town hall. Well, one day last summer I was a-sotting out on my back porch when along come one of them there lightning rod agents. Well, he just come right up and commenced a-talking at me just as if he'd been the town marshal or a tax assessor or like he'd known me all his life. He said, "My dear sir, I am astonished at you. I've looked over your entire premises and I find you haven't got a lightning rod on any building that you possess. Why, my dear sir, don't you know you are flying right in the face of Providence? Don't you know that lightning may strike at any time and demolish everything within the sound of my voice? Don't you know that you are criminally negligent? Why, my dear sir, I am astonished to think that a man of your judgment and good common sense should allow yourself to—" Well, about that time I got my breath and my wits at the same time, and I said, "Now hold on, gosh darn you, what have you got to sell anyhow?" Well, he told me he had some lightning rods, and he brought out a little machine and told me to take hold of the handles and he'd show me what a powerful thing electricity was. Well, I took hold of them handles and he turned on a crank, and that darn machine just made me dance all over the porch, and it wouldn't let go. Gee whiz, I felt as though I'd fell in a yeller jacket's nest and about 4,000 of 'em was a-stinging me all to onct. Well, I told him I guessed he could put up a lightning rod or two, seein's how I didn't have any. Well, he went to work, and I went over to Ezra Hoskins, and when I got back home my place was a sight to behold. It looked like a harrow turned upside down. There was 7 lightning rods on the barn, 1 on the hen house, 1 on the corn crib, 1 on the smokehouse, 2 on the granary, 3 on the kitchen, 6 on my house, and 1 on the crab-apple tree. And when I got there, that darn fool had the old muley cow cornered up and trying to put a lightning rod on her. Well, I paid him for what he had done, and I thanked the Lord he hadn't done any more. Well, he got me to sign a paper what said he had done a good job, and he said he had to show that to the company. Well, about a week after that we had a thunderstorm, and I think the lightning struck everything on the place except the spring wagon and the old muley cow, and they didn't have any lightning rod on them. Well, I thought I was a-getting off mighty lucky till next day when along come a feller with that paper what I had signed, and derned if it weren't a note for $600, and by gosh if I didn't have to pay it. Buncoed again by chowder. Energy. There's a lot of energy in this life that is wasted. I notice that the man who has a good strong pipe most usually rides in front. Punkin Center Philosophy. End of Uncle Josh and the Lightning Rod Agent.